In the Kursk region, artillery battles have been relentless. Russian D-30 howitzer crews of the Siva Group have been targeting Ukrainian infantry, armored vehicles, and fortified positions along the border. The intensity of the artillery cannonade underscores the ongoing fight for control in the area, with constant shelling reported. As the front lines shift, reports from the Russian Ministry of Defense highlight the significant destruction inflicted on Ukrainian forces. Mi-28 NM aviation complex engineer Valery shared his journey into military service, reflecting on his deep connection to technology and defense.
Since childhood, I have been attracted to military service. It so happened that I am the first professional military man in the family. My passion for technology led me to college, where I successfully studied to become an engineer and was assigned to a combat regiment. Here we do a common cause and all together fight for the future of our country.
During the past night, Russian air defense systems intercepted and destroyed 18 unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, from Ukraine, attempting to strike targets in the Belgorod, Voronezh, and Rostov regions. The Sea of Azov also saw Ukrainian UAVs downed. This incident marks another phase in Ukraine's drone warfare strategy, testing Russia's defensive capabilities across various regions. Codenamed Quiet, a navigator in a helicopter squadron extended words of encouragement to the soldiers in the trenches.
I would like to wish patience, health, and professionalism to the men who are now on the front lines in the trenches, and know that we are always there. We will definitely cover you from above.
In the Zaporizhia region, a mortar crew from the DNEPR group successfully destroyed a group of Ukrainian infantry attempting to secure a position within a forest belt. The swift action by Russian forces prevented further advances and solidified control in this contested area. Russian peacekeepers, alongside forces from Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan, participated in the CSTO exercise Indestructible Brotherhood 2024. In a simulated scenario, the joint forces blocked and detained a group of mock terrorists. This exercise demonstrated coordination across the military forces of CSTO member states, highlighting the collective response capabilities in regional security threats. In a concentrated effort, the Mi-28 NM crew conducted a precise strike on Ukrainian personnel and armored vehicles in the Kursk border region. This strike is part of Russia's broader campaign to repel Ukrainian advances and neutralize their military hardware in key operational zones. Russian airborne forces utilized D-30 howitzers to destroy a Ukrainian warehouse storing weapons and military equipment in the border area of the Kursk region. Coordination between scouts and artillery units resulted in significant losses for the Ukrainian armed forces. Russian military units in the Kursk region continued operations against Ukrainian brigades attempting to penetrate Russian territory. Over the past 24 hours, Russian forces repelled 2 counterattacks and neutralized over 30 Ukrainian soldiers. According to the Ministry of Defense, 5 attempts by Ukrainian forces to breach the border were thwarted, highlighting the ongoing defensive efforts in key settlements such as Novi Put and Lyubimovka. Operational tactical aviation and missile forces inflicted damage on Ukrainian forces in the Sumy region, targeting reserves from various mechanized and airborne brigades. Over 350 Ukrainian servicemen were reported killed, along with the destruction of numerous combat vehicles and artillery pieces. These strikes emphasize the continued effort to suppress Ukrainian military strength near the Russian border. The cruise of Russia's Grad. Multiple launch rocket systems, MLRS, carried out precision strikes on Ukrainian military equipment and personnel, These strikes are part of the ongoing special operation designed to degrade Ukraine's combat capabilities. Volunteers from the Bars 33 detachment of the DNEPR military group were awarded state honors for their bravery. Major General Alexander Tolyaganov presented awards, including the Order of Courage, to over 30 volunteers, recognizing their contributions in combat zones. Russian tankmen and snipers from the Vostok military group discussed their role in the capture of Ugledar. They detailed how Ukrainian defenses crumbled after simultaneous flanking maneuvers, with Ukrainian forces fleeing in panic as Russian troops tightened the encirclement around the settlement. A strategic session was held at the ERA Military Innovation Technopolis under the leadership of the first deputy chairman of the government of the Russian Federation, Denis Manturov. The event was attended by Deputy Minister of Defense of the Russian Federation, Alexei Krivoruchko, members of the board of the Military Industrial Commission, and the Federation Council Committee on Defense and Security, heads of military command bodies and enterprises of the Defense Industrial Complex, as well as the People's Front and the People's Defense Industry Complex. During a working visit to the troops of the Southern Military District, Deputy Minister of Defense of the Russian Federation, Pavel Fradkov, checked the progress of construction of a new surgical center for 100 patients in the Lugansk People's Republic. The crew of the Su-34 launched an airstrike with aerial bombs, with a universal planning and correction module against personnel and a stronghold of the Ukrainian armed forces in the border area of the Kursk region. Russian Defense Minister Andrei Belousov congratulated military units involved in the capture of Ugledar in the Donetsk People's Republic. The 5th Separate Guards Tank Brigade and several motorized rifle brigades were lauded for their professionalism and bravery. As Russian forces advance, Ukrainian units have suffered heavy losses in the region, signaling a major shift in the ongoing conflict in Donetsk.